Hello everyone and welcome back to a brand new day of Road to TCG Worlds 2016. This will be the last day in English of this particular deck because of the fact that I do have Mexico Nationals this weekend and I want to finish recording so that I can start practicing 100% on the deck I want to use. It's gonna be difficult to pick what deck because I don't know. It's gonna be a difficult choice. I mean, Greninja is my obvious choice, though. I've done so well with Greninja, and wow, we might be in for a really quick game. Hopefully my opponent ends me here on turn 1, but predicting... Oh wow, it's a Dragonite EX deck. Okay, interesting. Very interesting. I mean, I can definitely get some nice things to top deck out of this situation, but... And I did make some changes to a list I presented on Monday. I took out one energy and I put in exactly a Shaymin-EX so that I could have access to it through Corina into Ultra Ball into Shaymin. And I also replaced the Sacred Ash for Super Rod. I generally don't know what I was thinking when I decided to use Super Rod, or rather Sacred Ash instead in this particular deck. I guess I was just so used to Medicham, or not Medicham. So used to Greninja. Okay, so I took it a level ball. My opponent has a way to remove my Focus Sash. This might be the end of my Meditite, but if I can somehow top deck something useful next turn, I could even possibly take down Dragonite. 180 damage. No. Okay, so he does have energy. He will Jet Sonic, and I believe he can discard my energy, but he opts not to. Okay, so I do top deck a Lucha. Now, well, I could attach a Floatstone here, retreat, and attack with Holucha. I could get 2 attacks off, and I think that's the best play. So I'm gonna retreat into a Lucha. I'm not gonna find Medicham just yet, because if he has a Lysander and he KOs this guy, then I'm a bit out of luck. I will Flying Press though. I do get 2 Flying Presses against him, but without any extra damage from Muscle Band, Regirock, or the Stadium, Fighting Stadium, this guy still has a ton of HP left. It still has a ton of HP left. So much that I might not even... Okay, he flips heads onto Shaymin. I might not even be able to KO. Well, I should be able to KO with Medicham. He actually attaches an energy to Dragonite, I guess because he can play another Dragonite EX. But he can only move basic energy. So that's a interesting move. He does discard a ton of Verse Seekers, that's great. A Delinquent, which is really scary. But he finds a Golbat. So my Focus Ash is now useless. And I mean, I need to top deck like a Sycamore. Otherwise, this is pretty much going to be game. Pretty much going to be game. Jet Sonic, man, I was really hoping to get a couple extra. I could have gotten 2 extra turns out of this if you hadn't gotten the Golbat, but now it comes down to, do I top deck? Nope. I mean, yeah, I heal myself and then what? He's dealing 90 damage. So, I mean, I guess I can prolong this a little bit more. Maybe I can top deck out of this. He still only does have 1 attacker, but Crobat is still a really good attacker against me. He actually gets a Crobat, so that's the game. That is the game. Oh well. We haven't had too much luck in the Spanish videos or in the English videos. Yesterday I did get 2 wins with the deck against Night March and against Genesect Bronzong on BREAK, the deck I used last week. So I don't know. I mean, I think we could have definitely stood a chance against that deck such as that one if we had gotten something going. And looks like we might be up against Trevenants, which I don't know. I mean, I'm not saying Medicham is tier 1 or anything. I generally thought it was competitive enough to feature it, and because it does have a really nice dynamic and a good partner in Carbink and an extra damage source in Regirock. But it's, I don't know, it has two really bad matchups in Trevenant and Greninja, and also I don't know. I mean, it should have a good Night March matchup, but aside from that, I don't know. And it seems a bit fragile towards the beginning of the game, even though you have the 4 arenas and everything. So my opponent is taking so long. What? He's probably idle. He probably wasn't paying attention. I will go first though, so that's good. It's definitely good. Okay, my opponent had no basic Pokemon apparently, so that's also really good. What's not too good, yeah, this is definitely Trevenant because of that Wallis. Going first is really nice. Being able to attach the Muscle Band is really nice. Threatening with a KO from Medicham is a definite possibility with just the one Regirock and the Muscle Band. So this is a good situation. The problem is Regirock. If my opponent Lysandre's Regirock, then I'm pretty much out of luck. But what I can do is Karina. What I can do is Karina for a Regirock and a Floatstone immediately. If it's there. Okay, I even top deck the Regirock. So, gonna Karina. By top decking that Regirock, I'm actually gonna go for a Meditite. And gonna check if the Floatstone is in here. Okay, it is. That's great. And I do have 2 energy. So, no special energy shenanigans. Or special energy removal shenanigans. And my opponent didn't start with Phantom. So, things are definitely going my way as of right now. So, gonna bench the Regirock. I'm gonna attach the Floatstone immediately. Will attach the Muscle Band immediately here. And I will attach an energy. Might even be able to get another turn of item cards, which is very nice, especially if he does, I don't know, Lysander the Meditite, because I could go for a switch. We won't have too much after that, but because my attack doesn't apply resistance, I can actually KO the Shaymin this upcoming turn. The issue is going to be powering up another Medicham. It's gonna be an important issue. And there's 2 things that could happen. If he benches a Phantom and attaches an energy, then if I KO the Shaymin, I get 2 prizes. But if I don't, if I only attack once and deal 60, I might force him into not being able to attach or to attack. But now it's gonna be the same scenario. Well, not exactly the same, but I would be in a better position, I think. So it does have the energy. Wow, perfect hand. Really nice that I didn't attach a strong energy because you can see it discarded an enhanced hammer and he passes. Okay, so I get a counter stadium. Great. I will be able to KO the Shaymin. So in this current situation, because Medicham probably gets KO'd this next turn, I'm gonna have to rely on Carbink and Regirock potentially. So gonna grab the professor's letter, Carbink, and yep, this is not gonna be nice. I mean, I could power up Medicham as well. Could definitely power up Medicham as well, but I'm gonna take my 2 prizes. Like I was saying, I could only attack once and then make it so that my opponent cannot maybe not retreat, but that deck should run a high Floatstone count. Okay, so I get a stadium and a strong energy. Get a stadium and a strong energy. So he will end me immediately. That's not good news. That is not good news. But my opponent needs Trevenant, energy, and a stadium to KO me. So maybe he won't KO me. Maybe we'll get lucky and he won't KO me. And I get a pretty decent hand. Looks like, okay, he red cards me. Just as I say, I get a decent hand. He uses red card and he will deny my... Yeah, that previous hand was beautiful. This new hand is not nice. Definitely not nice. And now he's using Shaymin, so he still has a shot to KO my Medicham. If he does, we are going to be in a lot of trouble because I have nothing to counteract whatever he's doing. Okay, so he gets the Trevenant, but he doesn't find a stadium apparently. So I get a KO on a Trevenant here, which is nice, but having no item cards is problematic. I do, however, find top deck Karina, so that's nice. That's definitely nice. Now I will grab the megaphone, I guess, because I don't foresee a situation where, well, I'll grab an Ultra Ball, I guess. I mean, to get out of item lock, I'll need to top deck a Lysander. I do get to evolve into Carbink Break to potentially power up something, namely Regirock. The energy though, gonna keep the energy for now. Just gonna Yoga Kick twice and get my KO. So once again, he needs an energy and the stadium. He needs an energy and the stadium. And my prize card, okay, Shaymin can be useful. Doesn't have too big of a retreat cost, and I could potentially draw up to 3 cards this next turn, so that's definitely nice. But you would assume my opponent will get the TCG or well, if he doesn't get the stadium, oh, he does, never mind. So what was he missing the previous turn? Probably the stadium. I'm guessing he just top decked the stadium. Okay, he's going to end me. I haven't played anything other than Karinas. Oh boy. My deck is so big right now. So big. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take energy and I will... Okay, and a weakness policy, that's great. Okay, he goes for Tree Slam, which makes sense. Decides to target Carbink Break, but Carbink will not go down, so I will get 2 attacks off onto this Trevenant. I will get 2 attacks off, and if I attack with the strong, I will be dealing 30 and then 30. I'll still require 20 damage more, but if I decide to bench the Regirock, I'll be very susceptible to a Lysander unless I power up that particular Regirock, which is definitely what I'm gonna do, because if he Lysanders this Regirock, I retreat for free, and if he Lysanders the other Regirock, I can power it up and start putting pressure by attacking. So it's a win-win situation for me. And I believe... oh no. No. Damn. I needed that extra 20 damage. I really needed that extra 20 damage. Oh boy. Well, okay. No, it's not the end of the world actually. It's not the end of the world. He does KO Meditite, unfortunately. I thought it had 60 HP, not 20. Okay. Top deck another strong, but what I'm actually going to do is going to damage this Trevenant, and I will get to attach the strong energy to my Regirock. So okay, we're still in this, guys. We are still in this. We might be in a good position right now. We might be in a good position, as long as he doesn't remove too many energy. Okay, so he's powering up another Trevenant. I'm guessing he's gonna KO the active now. If he doesn't, that's perfectly fine by me. I would prefer him to KO the active, I think. He's gonna Wally's into the break, and yeah, based on him only having one card, I'm gonna guess he's gonna try and take the prize card so that he has access to a potential way to get out of the situation he's currently at. Wait, he used Wally's? Oh man, no, he discarded Wally's with an Ultra Ball. I wasn't paying attention to that. And he had the Sycamore for 7 clean cards. Very nice. Very, very nice. Very, very nice for my opponent. Okay. If he somehow doesn't get the break, which he will right now, so never mind. I was gonna say I maybe had a chance to one-hit KOing the regular Trevenant. If I top deck a Lysander though, I can KO Shaymin-EX. Definitely KO Shaymin-EX, which is nice. And I don't know, I mean Regirock will put a ton of pressure, especially because I will prevent damage dealt to it. So he will not 3-hit KO it, which is great. He's actually gonna retreat, so he's gonna prevent the prize for me. And he will take the KO. Okay. Okay. So I definitely promote this Regirock. I get to 2-hit KO this Trevenant as well. I'm gonna counter the stadium because why not? And I'm gonna Bedrock press. 120, so close and yet so far. I have one useless card in my hand. I have only played 3 supporter cards. He's gonna Crushing Hammer, that's fine. He flips tails, that's great. Because he doesn't get to remove energy. He actually discards a Team Fleur Grunt. If he had gotten heads and he had used Team Fleur Grunt, that would have been really, really problematic. Really problematic. But the best he can do here right now is Silent Fear. And that's nowhere near enough for him to win this match. And based on my opponent's, or how the game has gone, my opponent definitely doesn't run any bursting balloon, which I think is a huge mistake. Definitely a very big mistake. Wow. Man, my opponent has used Sycamore for 7 clean cards twice, and he just set up for 6 cards clean. I mean, I think you should definitely play the Team Fleur Grunt at that point. He's only played 2 Hammers, so we are at risk of him doing that. How many versus Seeker? Just 1. Wow. And he has Erosic and Team Fleur Grunt. And a potential 2 more Hammers. So yeah. Our energy is in big danger. There's 1 energy. And he Silent Fears. Okay. So we get a KO. I need more energy. Okay, so I Bedrock press and get a KO. No big deal. As long as he doesn't get rid of another energy. Like consecutive turns. Or I get an energy right now. Which I do not. I get my 4th Karina. I can't see any other supporter, right? But I do get my 4th Karina. He probably has a Berserker. He's only played 2. So he's gonna remove another energy. And if he does, that pretty much means game unless I top deck something really sick. Really sick. Ugh. Oh man. We absolutely need to top deck an energy. Or a way to get an energy. So one of our 3 Sycamores or one of our however many energy we have. So it's gonna 3 slam here. It makes sense because if I whiff an attack, it comes down to this turn. And I do not get it. Ugh. That's game, guys. That is absolutely game. Man, this is what I was talking about. It's so close. If I had an energy here, I KO him right now. Right here, right now. 3 Sycamore, 2 Enthil left in the deck. And 2 Lysander. And the Trevant. And the Shaymin. That's game. That is game. He's gonna KO Regirock, and I will have literally nothing left. Literally nothing left. This is 100% the game. Ugh, man, how do they not discard so many verse seekers? Like, how do they spread their verse seekers? I never get to spread the verse seekers. Never. I always draw them together. And I never drew a Lysander to get out of the item lock or anything. That's game. That is the game. So that's two more losses in the English videos. I'm really sorry about that, guys. Really, I mean, I tried my best this game, and I genuinely thought I was going to win this one. I genuinely thought I had a shot at winning, but my opponent always had the right amount of cards, and he went through his deck so fast, so freakishly fast. But yeah, that's it from me, guys, for today. Thank you so much for watching. Reminder, no video on Friday because of the fact that I do have nationals, so I'm gonna preparing for that, and I will see you guys hopefully next week. You will be seeing new video probably on Wednesday, realistically, instead of Monday because of nationals. I do pre-record every video at least with 1 or 2 days in advance, and usually on the weekends I do my bulk pre-recording. And because I will be playing both TCG and VGC nationals, I will not have time to do that this weekend, so hope you guys won't be too disappointed. I promise videos will be back next week, just not as per usual. And yeah, hopefully you'll be rooting for me at Mexico Nationals. I will try to post updates on Twitter and on Facebook, so follow me there if you haven't yet. And that's all from me, guys. Thank you so much, and see you next week.